Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the watch list video for Tuesday, June 8th. The daily chart of the SPY showing you a pretty narrow range today. Switch to 5-minute candles. Yeah, just not a lot of action in the market. I will show the one highlight. Wayne called in chat, RMED. I'm going to switch to 2-minute candles, show you this beautiful setup that we teach. Right? So you had the gap up. It was already on our gap playlist. And it opened at 693 and ran to 713 before kind of tanking all the way down to 646. Starts to curl back up, and Wayne called this long through 7, which if you think about it, is right through the red to green. And red to green in this case means back through the opening price. Some people call red to green, have a different definition, would be through yesterday's close, which doesn't apply in RMED because it was a gap up and yesterday's close was down lower. But anyway, so whole number inflection point, the whole number 7. You still had the high of day of 713 as another catalyst just above to get shorts to cover. And you had Friday's high at 764 above. So we call that stat catalyst and a whole number inflection point. And check this out. These are 2-minute candles. So there's the trigger. There's 4 minutes, 6 minutes, maybe 8 minutes. It went from the 7 entry to $1.50 and ended up going even up further to $8.99. But this took me about 6 minutes to make my entire day. And the rest of it was just gravy. All the other trades, I got to size down and just kind of, not put on much risk because I made a really nice chunk early on. I love when that happens. Great call by Wayne. And you know what? Let's switch to 5s. And talk about, maybe it wasn't RMED. Yeah, okay, there, yeah, it was. It was RMED. It was, Wayne also called this. Anyone who wasn't in it anymore or maybe still had some, called this through 850 here with the high of day at 899. Is that right? 899? Yeah, through 850. And there again, this is a 5-minute candle. So within a few minutes, the 850 grab gets you to 924, little pullback, and it ended up going up over 950. So there was actually 2 great calls in one symbol by Wayne. And I'm going to leave it at that as far as the highlights because I've got a list and I've got some things I got to do. So I'm going to keep the video a little short today. But, well, look at this. I'm getting ready to type RMED. I already have that daily chart up. This is one we're going to watch tomorrow. Cancel that. Because of the big volume and a fairly strong close, all things considered. EH, I don't love this because it's kind of a squinky trader, but had this nice pop on Friday from 27 to 36.80. So almost a $10 intraday move on Friday. And then today, relatively speaking, a pretty narrow range compared to Friday, but in the upper half of Friday's candle. So this one's certainly interesting. Maybe over today's high, which will be over 35.40 tomorrow. We'll see. See if it gives an A+ setup. QS, this is kind of a sleeper pick. I went back and forth as to whether this should be on the list because switching to 60s, you can kind of picture from mid-May a little cup and handle going on, right? But I don't know. I'm almost comfortable just taking this off the list because it's not really in play right now. I happen to notice it, and I think RMO, kind of in the same space, caught my attention today on this pretty nice run early. So that's why I kind of put in my notes QS. I put in my notes RMO, and I'm not really in love with either one of them. I'll tell you what. I'll leave QS as an honorable mention, but I'm going to move on to ones that I care more about. CLOV has a lot of shorts in the name and a very strong day and a very strong close. So, again, it's extended from the moving averages, but as a day trader, I'm going to have that one on watch as the same with ACIU. I think it was Biogen got FDA approval on an Alzheimer drug today, and that got anything Alzheimer, any company working on Alzheimer's, kind of got going, right? And so ACIU is one of them. And it had pretty nice volume and a pretty strong close. So that's just one of them that I've chosen. I believe VCNX kind of the same thing. Nice pop, strong volume, and a pretty strong close. So both of those, oh, that's right. There's RMO. I'm gonna give RMO an honorable mention, but I don't know. It closed, well off its highs, and it's not really in play. That's my problem with it. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that off the list. But you may want to watch it. RHE, massive move back here. Kind of a secondary move there. tertiary move right there on Friday, and then kind of a quiet inside day. So anytime I can get myself to work in the word tertiary in a video, I'm going to try to do it. And this one is interesting, though, because it really moves when it moves. I'll hover over Friday's candle. 1156 to 1827 was the range. And then today, relatively speaking, much tighter range. I do want to have that one on watch. Let's see, KODK, Kodak. Let me zoom in a little bit. You get a better look. He had a nice pop 4 sessions ago, kind of coiling and now curling right back up. So it's certainly interesting over that 4-day high. RKT, another one that I don't love, but it did have nice volume 4 sessions ago, and it's kind of putting in a little flag. I switched to 15s, and you can kind of see it. There's the pop, and it's kind of coiling. So that one is on long watch. And then lastly, I've got SKLZ, which had a nice pop 4 sessions ago, kind of flagging. Very much like Kodak or RKT. They're starting to curl back up. So that's it. Not sure if I'm going to have QS. I might take QS and RMO and just put them on charts, but take them off the list. Anyway, I think they're worth watching, and we'll find some gappers in the pre-market to add to this list, and should be plenty to trade. Let's stay focused. It's been an amazing June so far, so let's keep it going. I'm done babbling. I'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.